Hey, thanks for checking out my channel. Today I'm going to do my second installment of my Made Me Do It series, and tonight's going to be Arthur Lydiard made me do it. Now, if you don't know who Arthur Lydiard is, he is an author, but he was also a world-class coach for running, for distance running. Middle distance and long distance. So he trained people that ran anywhere from the mile all the way up to the marathon. After experimenting with his athletes as a coach, Lydiard kind of determined that the 100-mile week is a gold standard in aerobic training, and that if you want to see benefits and you don't want to overdo it, that 100 miles a week is kind of the sweet spot. First of all, Lydiard helped me see that whether you're training for the mile or the marathon, the majority of your training is going to be aerobic. The second thing that Lydiard made me do was set my sights on running a 100-mile week. And although I have yet to do that, I have gotten close in the past, and unfortunately, when I first came across his principles, his philosophies in his book, I was a pretty new runner. And so I went from running 30 to 40 miles a week to trying to ramp it up to 70. And that's actually when I got my first injury. Now, the last thing I want to do is to send somebody down the same road that I took that led me to getting injured and being out of running for a year and a half. So please, if you are hearing about this high mileage thing for the first time, don't just jump into it. You really have to gradually ease yourself into doing that. The third thing that Lydiard teaches that I've implemented into my training is periodization. And to make it as simple as possible, it's really building a big aerobic base in the first couple months of your training, and then kind of building on top of that. He has a pyramid as a illustration, as a visual in his book. And the idea is you build this big base of aerobic training, and then as you get closer and closer to your race, you kind of taper off on the distance and you increase the intensity. So you're only increasing one variable at a time. At the beginning of the season, you're increasing distance, and then the second thing you're increasing is the intensity, and then the third thing you end up increasing in the periodization is the length of your intensity. So you start out with shorter intervals, and then as you work further into the season, you work on making those intervals longer and longer, and those sessions longer and longer. Lydiard also introduced me to the idea of running twice a day, or 2-a-days, or doubles, as you might have heard people referring to them. But I've actually found a lot of benefit from running a second run in the day. Honestly, when I'm doing it right, I feel really good on that second run. Today is one of those runs. This is a day where I ran this morning, and then I'm running tonight. I'm keeping it really easy tonight, keeping my heart rate low, but I'm out here getting to move my body, and my legs actually feel really good. That's all I've got for today's video. I appreciate you checking it out, and let me know what you think in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.